Okay, folks, we're back on our Hurst shifter. You saw last time on where we left off on our Dart that the shifter was shifting sloppy and horrible, and I was putting the rods on, and these two pieces literally fell out of the bottom of the shifter right here. These three pieces. So I've never rebuilt one of these things before, but they seem to be very easy and very simple. However, I don't think this thing needs to be. Okay, folks, where we left off on our Dart, getting the shift rods linkage, we got our interlink figured out, our interlock linkage figured out, but messing with this shifter didn't do anything. All I was doing was putting the rods on it and adjusting it. As you do, you put the little pin in here and you adjust this, how you set it to neutral. Did all that, and all of a sudden the shim fell out, and this fell out. So looking at some videos on YouTube, this goes under here with this washer. Why this was never, how this was put, somebody just shoved it in there. That might have been one part of our problem. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this back on, put the dust cover back on. Everything is greased like it should be, but somebody has been into this thing and has been messing with it. And obviously they just, I don't know what they were doing here, but anyway, we're gonna put this together. We're gonna see if it fixes our problem. Okay, so I'm trying to put this on. This little shim goes here, but it looks like I've got to, for it to go into the slots, it looks like I'm gonna have to move it over. Aha, I felt that one go in. Okay, yeah. Now, yeah, that's that. Now let's see if I can get this side to go in. I'm going to put the nut on loosely and then keep this thing from flying off. Why? Somebody must have just put this in this shifter. Kevin bought the shifter from somebody, and it came from a known, supposedly known good rolling car. So, you know, he hasn't messed with it. All he did was just buy it. So, let me work with this just a moment, and I'll show you guys if I can get this on. Okay, I just did a little finesse, just some little persuasion with my screwdriver and trying to. Okay. All right. Now, let's just see. And I don't really have it over torqued in this thing either. So let's see what we've got. I know that this thing. There it is, our dust cover. So we're going to put this thing back on and see if it helped. Okay, it's definitely better now that the loose parts that were just banging around inside there, definitely better. However, it still needs to be shimmed. You can just tell. We've got everything adjusted down there in the neutral position, but now we know we're first, second, third, fourth, all does well. What happens is, now you can hear I just went in reverse. It went in fine. All that went fine. But when I pull it out, I have to give it pressure to pull it out of that gate. Now it just goes fine into second and third. Second, third, fourth, third, fourth. But it needs to be shimmed. I'm going to talk to Kevin about it, probably let him shim this thing. But yeah, we've got other things we got to get done on this car. But just wanted to share that update on the shifter. So whoever passed this shifter on, they just threw that little shim and the washer and everything inside. There's no way that that thing could have come off of that stud, but that nut was on. So somebody just shoved it in there and passed it on. But now we know where everything's at. I mean, you can actually, yeah. So the biggest thing is coming out of reverse is that snag. First and second, third, fourth, things feel great. Anyway, that's part of our shifter, Hurst shifter updates. Not the shifter's problem. I'm not blaming the shifter. So you guys think I'm calling out the shifter. I'm not. I'm not. And I did see several videos. These things are not complicated at all. It's just taking the time to take it all back off and go through it. It's got to be done. So it's going to be done one way or the other. But anyway, hope something got a little bit of something out of that. There's other videos out there that they show you in detail how to go in and rebuild one of these and grease them. And so anyway, hope everybody has a good day.